front of people. So when I started this business, I didn't think I would use social media at all to build my business. Of walking and talking and building business on trade shows, and I really didn't believe social media would help me market and grow a stable business. But now, 13 years later, I can tell you I couldn't have been more wrong. Looking back, now being 7 years team elite, at least 50% of the business we do, I can track back to our performance on social media. So I started from scratch and I made so many mistakes. And that's why I'm here today, because I want to share with you 3 mistakes I did, which I learned from and hope you can use to grow and expand your business on social media. So my first learning is, and you can jot this down if you want, facts tell, stories sell. By that I mean, in the beginning, what I would show on social media is facts, product labels, ingredients. I would just try to be a scientist and explain everything in detail. But nobody really was catching on to it. So I heard this quote, facts tell, stories sell, and I really took it to heart. What I started to show is me using the products, showing my results, and I would show transformations. And I developed a formula. It's the BBA formula, before, between, after. What that means, I'll explain to you. I would show myself with the problems I used to have with my skin or body. How did I feel with that problem, or what was the desire? Then I would show myself using the product, and I would keep this very small and short, you know, leave gaps for curiosity, leave people guessing and wanting to know more. And then I would show the after, so before, between, after. And I would show results and I would share emotions. All of a sudden, people started to catch on. So that's a really important learning. Really focus on facts tell, stories sell. The second thing I learned is building relationships online. I thought, if I just make call to actions, people will say, oh, where can I buy? Where can I sign up? Who was thinking that way as well in the beginning? Call to action will do the deal. Yeah. So, and yes, it will work. You will find customers, you will find business partners, but in reality, this is not how it works. What I started is reaching out to my community, building friendships, by asking questions, finding common grounds. Watch out for who's liking you, who is commenting, who is watching your stories, and then start interacting. What you will also find is that it's a filter. There's a mass of people out there, and you cannot work with everybody. You cannot help everybody. But by getting to know people, you can filter also who is more a potential customer and who is more a business partner long term. That's learning number 2. My third learning was my biggest learning though. And it came right in the pandemic, where I decided I have to double up on my social media. I decided I would go live, do stories, reels, posts every single day. I made a commitment. I did, instead of 5 reach outs a day, I did 20 or 30. So the momentum kicked in after a few months. Reels went viral, and I signed up sometimes 100 people or more a month, new customers, new business partners, even being already team elite, just myself. The volume went up, but it didn't stabilize and it didn't grow as it did before. Why? What was my mistake? I thought I found a shortcut because I just signed people up, and usually I would take it offline as fast as I could and really develop people, work with them. I thought if I just sign up enough people, they would just develop themselves. I couldn't have been more wrong. So my third learning is take it offline as fast as you can. Build relationships with your customer, with your business partners, because they're really just babies starting the business, starting their customer journeys. And if you don't develop them, you don't know their problems, their roadblocks, and you can't advance them. And you will start over and over again. So, in conclusion, I want to say Robert Kiyosaki writes in his book, The Cash Flow Quadrant. You can build this business like any other business, any other job, and start from scratch every month again. It's like carrying water buckets every time if you're thirsty. Or you decide to build a long-term business. Develop your customers, develop your business partners, and build the pipeline like he explains in his book. I think if we decide to really be visible on social media, build our community, and then take people offline as fast as we can, you can really build a solid, stable business. So I hope you decide. I hope you're all in on this. And thank you so much.
Tick, tick, boom.